There was a change of plans for tonight. We are not going to go horned serpent hunting. The person I was going to go with forgot a family commitment that she needed to be to. And so I'm going out with my husband. I'm going to hand him the phone. Part of what we're going to focus on doing is finishing the bonus event. I need to return 27 more high foundables and and get more gifts and stuff like that. So there's that.
I made a mistake and brewed the wrong potions.
Oops. Again, or
I brewed strong Existimo and 2 potent Existimos.
You need strong.
I beat that one. I'm on the next one where I need the 4 healing.
So after I told you, okay, when you're done with those, you need.
Yeah, that's what you say. Oops.
Are you gonna? The radio probably needs to do.
Yeah, I need to turn it off. So I purposely here.
No. Shush.
Different types of gifts, as we've talked about. The ingredients the greenhouse gives ingredient gifts. One of those gifts gives different things. So I'm gonna do greenhouse first, because I'm doing it from memory. Greenhouse has 2 gifts, 2 different gifts you could get. Each one gives energy. One gives more energy. Yeah. So the ends, I think, have 2 different ones, is what it is. Because there's 2 different energy amounts, if I remember right. The fortresses has 4 different things. With the fortress and a healing. That's the next one. I don't remember exactly how much XP. And the other one gives XP, a rune stone, and I believe one other thing. I think it's a drop, but I'm not positive. So, sponsored gems will give the sponsored and above. You cannot get a sponsored, or not sponsored gem. Sponsored fortresses give the sponsored and above. You cannot get the sponsored from a regular fortress. Potion, Perufios, Existimal, or there was one other that you may get there. And that gives you the ingredients for that potion. I'm not sure if it gives all or just some of the ingredients. The next one gives, that's what I got from a regular in-gift. Personally, I put more, or I think the best gift is the fortress gift. And then the next, I can't remember your username. So if I already gifted you an ingredient one, I'm sorry, an energy one, I'm sorry. If you want certain things, and this isn't just stuff, but in general, if you could get in touch with me and let me know your username in Wizards Unite, I will try and keep track of who wants work my way down through the gifts until I just have the basic ones, and then I just give those out. So making sure I know so I have a number of friends on Wizards Unite. So, making sure I know which ones you can help in getting the higher level gifts. if you sent me, so what I did today, if you sent me a gift and or if I knew who you were, you got the higher level potions first. Then from there I gathered some more gifts. I went and I spent 30 minutes fighting in a fortress, a sponsored fortress earlier today to get gifts. So there were a number of fortress gifts I gave out earlier today. If you are not friends with me and you would like to be, I have put my friend code up a number of times, I believe. If you cannot find it, and it's on Rumble. If you cannot find it and would like it, contact me. And while my car's in being fixed from that wreck, and it's actually a minivan, and even a rental vehicle in and of a higher or lower can make a difference in your perception of how fast you're going.
Well, I guess I'd have to bat on a gym. That's my only.
So there is that. He's talking with Battle in the Gym. He is talking about Pokemon Go. So how's this one up here, the skate park, looking? Is that one you could battle in or no?
That would be yes.
Okay. So we'll probably come up here to the skate park, and that would be a good time for me to take the phone, see if anyone said anything, and go through the gifts, what each gift gives, for sure, and then maybe even go through and open my gifts and let you see the opening screen and whatever, the screen that you get and whatever else. So there is that. We do need to figure out, Thanksgiving is less than a week away. We need to figure out what you guys would like me to do there. Would you like me to stream, take a little while in the morning and just stream from home? Would you like me to go out and do my stuff and stream? How long would you like?
To death.
Huh?
Again.
Okay. How long would you like me to stream? Etc. So let me know. I'm going to pull around so that you're close enough, Kate. Because I know on this other side isn't always close enough. So let me know what you guys would like, and we can try and work from there. If any of you, especially if any of you will not have family or anything for the holidays and are feeling alone, let me know. Maybe we can do a live stream, and so that you aren't alone. Okay. Oh, this is general. Here we are. So runestone, 25 XP and a runestone. For regular, 35 XP and a runestone. For sponsored, 75 XP runestone and healing potion for essential. And extravagant is 500 XP runestone and spellbook. And with that one, the levels may vary, and I believe the type of runestone. For your spell energy, it's 25 XP and 2 to 3. For your standard, which is the one I opened already today, or extravagant, 500 XP and 12 to 13 energy. Ingredient gift. Standard is 25 XP plus an ingredient. Dawdle, Brufio, and Existimal is 75 XP plus ingredients for the potion. Potent is 500 XP and the potent Existimal, which I did say. And extravagant is 500 XP and ingredients and a random potion, it appears. So there's that one. Hi, Rukia. Welcome to the channel. A new one. So now I'm actually going to go in and open up my gifts. So this one's a Spell Energy, a regular, the standard one, and 3. And I forgot to let you see the screen. So let's see. And I do know I have some more gifts. There we are. Open. This appears to be just a standard runestone gift. Let's see. So you see the owl? Yeah, it's a standard because I got 25. I got an Oddities level 2 runestone. Yep, that was a standard. This one's also a standard. You can tell because it's 25. Dark Arts level 2. And the levels are random too. So the fact that it's both have been level 2 does not mean that's all it's going to be. This one is a Barufio's ingredient gift. Powdered Dragon, Claw, and Frog Brain. But you notice it didn't have everything for it. There are no toadstools there. And there's one other thing that one needs. So, this one's an ingredients gift. It appears to be just a regular. Yep, Rain Blood. And you can click on your screen and it'll go through faster. This one's an ingredient gift. Dropping a Barufio's does not, this is also Rune Blood, does not increase, oh, there's Steph's, does not increase your chance of anything. Or doesn't increase the XP. So it's not worth it to drop a Barufio's just to open these. You can open them at any time. You'll still get everything. So that one was a standard and a Spell Energy, and I only got 2 from that one. Got 2 from that one.
Yeah,
okay,
good.
so I've already opened 10 gifts today, so that's why it's saying that. And Steph, I have sent already her gift. You can see I've sent a number of gifts already. I don't know why I did not register on Steph's. Oh, I think I sent her the wrong thing, not registering. I think I read it wrong. I think that's what happened. So, let's go see if I have any gifts to give. Wrong way. So you can hit the gifts to send and you can see. And I do have a bunch, so let's just go in and see who else has been on today.
I need the same quest you do right here, so.
Me or Caden?
Caden. Of course, I got 2 quests completed. I can finish that one tomorrow.
Are you fighting?
Yeah, I was. I was bored.
Fighting what?
In the fortress. Do you have any questions, Rukia? I am passing over my phone to my husband for a minute because I'm going to be driving again. So, just so you're aware, if it's missed, I always make sure I look before I finish off the stream, and I will answer, and I try to look off and on in between in case he does miss things.
I miss him all the time.
And so, but he does try and watch. He just misses them still because he's trying to play both phones so that I can just focus on driving. And he's not as technologically savvy as I am. So sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming for him. And so then he doesn't focus as much. Which happens, I totally understand. So I did add in around here in Cache Valley, I have heard of a few more stops that I added into the map. I think I'm at a point where I'm going to be going around and checking the map out. So we will see. One thing I wish they would do with the map is put in if we have already checked it or not, or checked it within a certain time, if they would keep the thumbs up in there or things like that. Just so that it would make it easier to know, okay, I've checked this area and already confirmed these. Where else do I need to go next? So, but I do have, I do know there's been more stops added since I checked last.
Yeah, you want this one. Maybe not. I think you may have all the pieces, so do I, though. Still gonna get her, though.
She's a high. And I need those highs.
She's extreme.
Yeah, but she can't. Anything high and above counts for
that was
high.
Easy for you.
And I need the highs.
I got it for me, too.
So that is one thing I am trying to do today. I wish it would start raining, honestly. And then we'd go horned serpent hunting just around here. But we are waiting. It will either be tomorrow or Sunday we go horned serpent hunting. If we decide to go tomorrow, that's when I will stream. Sunday I obviously won't stream if we go horned serpent hunting because that's my day off. So if you have, if you can share this video, that can be helpful. The more people we have that watch the videos, the more chance I will have of bringing in some money. And if I bring in money from it, it would go back into doing things for the channel. Some of the things I'm thinking about are Wizards Unite Fan Fest next year. I would need to have there's a number of things I'd have to get together for that. And be able to do that. I know it's not very much for the ticket itself, but there would be airline, there would be airplane flights or some other way of getting there. There would be hotel, taking care of things here at home, a few things like that would have to happen for me to be able to go. And of course, extra money for food and different things like that there, because I wouldn't be able to just eat what we have around the house. And we do not use anywhere near as much money for our meals at home as it costs to go out to eat. So it would be an extra expense. So there's that. I am thinking of trying to get a hold of the people who do Christmas in the Wizarding World, I believe is what it's called. Something like that. Or Christmas at Hogsmeade. There's a thing going down at the South Town Center in Utah, which is a couple hours from me. It's put on partway by Warner Brothers and another. I am thinking of contacting one of the people over that and seeing if they would be willing to sponsor at least enough to pay for gas or something. But I'm not sure there. But that's another thing, that if I was the more people watching, the better chance of getting a sponsorship like that. And rather than being not sure if I would be able to do it, it's not if I want to, I want to. But if I'll be able to is the question. Rather than not being sure, I would be able to not even question and just schedule to go down and live stream from there. So what's available, what's going on, things like that. So there is that. I do have, if you are not aware, I do have a Rumble account that I do post videos on. Pretty often. I actually have the premium accounts on 2 of my accounts there. So you can sponsor that way too. I have not got enough sponsors through that yet to be able to cover those things. But that is another way that if you want to, but you don't want to do YouTube's ways, that you could go sponsor that way. I believe the sponsorships there start at 20 cents per month, I believe is what it is. So it's not expensive at all. But it can be beneficial, but it can add up, if that makes sense. You have 10 people sponsoring at 20 cents, you have $2. You have 100 at 20 cents, you have $20, etc. And I will say this, my vehicle does get good gas mileage. So if I could get $20, would probably be plenty for me to be able to go down to Southtown Mall and do that and live stream down there during that. Or maybe not plenty, but it's pretty close. But, well, it probably would be enough to go down. Now, if I wanted to purchase something, things like that, that might be a little bit more. Just different things like that. So, those are some things to think about. But that is what, and one thing I love about Rumble is, and no, I'm not sponsored by Rumble. Let me make that very clear. I am not sponsored at all by Rumble. But one thing I do love about them is their 1-minute videos. The bad thing is you will never be able to see me play Wizards Unite on Rumble or share any of that stuff because of the way they have the videos set up. You can do a teeny short B-roll every video.
I'm on that game.
But it's hard to be able to submit those. So.
You don't need to spend anything. Not 10 gifts, Caden. I'm just focusing on her phone. Okay? Just click on it if you see a Pokemon you think is, wow, that could be shiny. Let's click on it, okay?
It does sound like my husband may be more likely to see your comments on time now because he's handed over his phone, so he's going to be focusing on only one phone.
PM, hey everyone. Yes.
They've all got hearts on them, right?
Yes.
Okay, if they're red-hearted, that means I saw them already.
Okay.
That's what
now you got the black screen of death.
Well, if it doesn't come back, you know how to fix it. Did we want to go? It's up in the business. It's the first one in the business.
What?
Wizards Unite.
Well, I don't know your phone. Caden's got it. Tells you how not technologically savvy I am. I suck at being savvy.
Yeah, you also suck at organizing your phone. So I have to do it.
Shush!
Or Mindy has to do it.
No, Mindy wanted to, and I told her no.
Then I take your phone and do it.
Yeah, and then he got really frustrated because he couldn't find anything.
Couldn't find anything.
And I will say, I struggled to find Chrome in his. I don't know what you did with the Chrome app.
Chrome's easy.
Okay, so it's easier to find now?
I had no hard time finding it.
Or is it Chrome or is it the other app, browser app? Because you have 2 browser apps on your phone.
Yeah, I didn't move Chrome at all. On Samsung, Chrome sits in your Google folder that they created.
Yep, it sits in the Google folder they created.
I had looked there, but I guess I didn't.
It's there. Gift received from MM something.
I can't open it. So it'll just have to wait for tomorrow. So that is one thing, you can only open 10 gifts a day. So that can be, you can give 100 gifts but only open 10. So it's going to hit the point where people are bottlenecked with being able to give gifts because you can't. And I do agree that you should be able to give more than you can receive. I totally get that. But the issue I see is that you can't, or is that there's such a discrepancy between how many you can give versus how many you can. And so we are going to hit a point where you can't give gifts because you've given everyone, or you can't give near as many because you've already given everyone in your friends list a gift. And you can't give a gift unless they've opened your last one. And so it's going to hit the point where that causes some issues with what do you have, what can you do. So.
Yeah, they removed the sprint stop. It's
gone. Now you're over your spell energy by 1. I know you already had her, but she's a high.
Yeah. No, I get it. We're after highs right now. Wondering if we should go pick up the kids and take them to Jade's just to make it faster.
It would be better, quicker for them, yeah.
Caden, could you text them and let them know that we're coming for them?
Be a lot quicker than the bus.
I was considering going in this fortress as part of the reason I came this way. So if you are friends with me, in the mornings I will probably be trying to go into fortresses a lot. So especially if you want a fortress gift, let me know. So that I can make sure to get those out. And get them to the people that want them. It would, if you could kind of figure out which way the runestones are going to go, that would be neat. But we already know that the runestone the person receives does not correlate to what they've fought with last, or what the person who gave the gift fought with last or fought with for the rune to get that gift. We have already figured that out for sure in our little group, and so it makes it pretty obvious when we have proven that it's not, that it's completely, or at least it appears to be completely random. Also, don't suspect it's what you need the most either. Because I got that dark arts one. I would not be getting dark arts if it's what you need the most. Because I've got so many dark arts rune stones that it's not funny. Well, it kind of is funny, actually. Anyway, but on top of that, it's also not what you have the most of, because I don't have very many, the only oddities runestones I have right now have come from gifts. So it's not that either.
Streaming, I don't see her, so never mind.
So,
There's normally a bar across there.
no, the bar across the top says it's having issues.
Your message should have said we're on our way, Caden.
My message them.
So it's not that. So what it is, I'm not sure. Unless it's just pure random. It does appear. And here's one good thing. It does appear, from what I'm seeing, that the rune stones that you get are generally lower level rune stones, which can be nice, especially if you're after a drop from them. My experience has been it's easier to get a drop from a 1 and a 2 level than from a 4 or a 5 level runestone.
When did they build that?
They're working on it right now, obviously. That, and there's one over there by the other side of the ATC. That I think they're combining the 2 into 1. I'm not sure, but they have said that needs stayed off until they finish it. It is not yet open.
There's people writing on it.
Doesn't surprise me. Anyway, so there's that. And that's my experience with getting drops from fortresses. One thing, I do wonder if one reason that they've done this is because there are many people out there who literally need drops from fortresses to be able to have anything to catch. Unless they're just trying to up their foundable level for that family. So there's that. And people need red books, especially if you're a magizoologist. We need them like crazy. I do not know when they're going to release the update. Or not the update, the further lessons. But it does say more lessons coming soon. So I don't know when those will be released. 14. I am actually going to go here and get rid of some of those. Okay. Because I have way too many scripts.
Did you get woken up last night, Caden?
From what?
Amber alert.
No. My phone's always on silent, so I didn't hear it. I woke up to it, but not...
Okay, now we'll switch back. I wondered if I'd done that. Let's see what I get. Yeah, not enough. Not worth dropping a Burfios over. Okay. As you can see, I just have a couple more strategic spells, and I'll have my 15 spell books. A little bit more of existimal potions. And all I have is the lesson plans completed in bronze. So I have heard rumors that we are going to get more of the assignment, the SOS assignments. But when that will be, I don't know. Now let's go see what gifts we can send, because I'm pretty sure I got some more gifts while we were going around. Okay, all the rest are just plain spell energy.
Don't play sound, Dad.
Why do you think I turned it down?
So as you can see, I do have a number of friends. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 more to send everyone a gift today.
What?
The article.
I've already seen it.
So we are, there's the kids.
So I forgot to text Brett earlier. We were going to Jed's. I'm sorry.
No, we knew.
Well, we were in town. Does someone, would someone play this for a little bit? How do we want to do this? Did Mindy want me to run her home for a minute first, or straight to Jade's?
Did you take her at 4?
Yes.
I'll probably save her. She seemed to be at the end of it.
Okay.
I lost all
So
my
I
stuff.
am streaming. What do you mean by you lost all your stuff?
He went through a portal and he lost everything. He was naked for a while. I found it rather hilarious.
I lost all my good.
That was the one area I wanted you guys to go through.
So do you get to keep it, go back for it? Or?
Nope.
No.
He doesn't know where they went. I do.
Shut up.
So what they're talking about is in their D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons, for those of you who don't know.
was not literally naked at school.
No.
He was naked at school. We would have a big issue.
He was just naked in the game.
We would have had.
And then he
severe
kept
issues.
going through to see if anything else happened. Yeah, in the very bottom of the thing, it says, it's very cruel, but most entertaining for the DM. It is. Yeah.
What time are you kids going to be home tonight?
I don't know.
Be aware, Mom, and I don't want to take your dog out again.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay,
looking
good.
for highs, Mindy, or above.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
The purple streams or yellow stream and red stream.
Okay.
Not all the purple streams are highs.
Yeah, because what's his name isn't. I found that out this morning. Arthur
What's his name?
Weasley is
That's
not.
an interesting name.
Arthur Weasley is not. He's just a medium.
But it works. She could just go after him and, yeah.
David. Look at this guy, that like blue patch right in the middle.
Yeah, it's
Gorgeous.
Anyway, so I do need skins and whatever else, because I still need plenty more gifts. We'll go drop you off, and I think we'll go to a sponsored fortress.
Hello, rubber duck.
And my daughter's really good at watching for comments and letting me know what's happening, so.
Generally.
When was that Pokestop added?
Just a little
There's
bit
a
ago.
lot of them, Caden, that's being added.
Okay, go away. I don't want to keep seeing you.
They did say
Your animation
that
is
sign
weird.
for the new housing development may actually qualify at the corner, so we may want to submit that one. And then the sign down the road for the park, the one that tells you where to go to get to the park.
Park. Yes, we are definitely moving, phone. Even though we're not. You're not very accurate.
I'm not very good at playing the Pokemon game at home. I keep whistling, don't I, Caden?
Yes.
What?
You totally ruined what happened with the gargoyles.
Okay.
So I'll just tell you this because you can't get that arm back. But so what happened is you kept putting stuff in the arms, and you put 3 things in all 3 of the arms. They would crush it and then go back to open, and you kept doing that 10 times, and then it would give you something from that arm, the like closed one.
What are we doing now?
An invisibility something.
Ring of invisibility or invisibility cloaks.
I don't know, something invisibility.
What? What?
You totally destroyed it. That's okay. I enjoyed watching you suffer. And you guys probably wouldn't have kept doing it after I crushed it the first time. The stuff in the hands. Okay, good. Well, that's lame.
What?
It didn't give me the energy.
So probably didn't give a gift either.
No.
So has anyone asked any questions or said anything?
Nope.
Okay. Just checking.
We're gonna make you guys dizzy. Woohoo!
And if Jen is watching, she's probably laughing as she hears that.
Well, of course. Well, wouldn't I? No, it's more fun to do this thing. Rather than, like, spinning it around with your finger, because it's not quite as fast. Or fun.
So, the one who I think is still watching is a new person, Mindy.
Okay. Hello, new person.
So whether they understand how you are.
I am a weirdo.
Very weird.
You're welcome. I'm sarcastic.
Very much so.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have guessed.
See? There you go. There's a taste of her medicine stuff.
At least I'm not the one who got stuck on a rock.
Okay.
You brought it up.
I'm gonna say something. When I finally get a new phone, this phone's going into her forehead, being thrown into her forehead.
No, it's not. And you're not going to threaten it either.
No, because then you'll get something even worse for me. Hi. You're going to be called the new person. At least by me. Anyways, we're going now, so bye-bye.
Thank God for that. No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
So, you just heard a regular interaction in my household. I promise that is not, staged or anything else. That is literally a
That's
pretty
life
common,
in my house.
Yes.
With dealing with that girl. Of course, this boy in the back, when he's onto it, he can be just as bad. Right, Caden?
Had to make sure that was not. Okay, I've got 9 out of 30.
That small without my glasses.
LOL. Yeah, I will say this. Streams end up a lot livelier many of the times when she's on them. Just because, especially if, I will say this, if you go back and watch and you see some of the streams where she's in the vehicle and Jen's egging her on over as she's talking to her, then it really gets interesting.
He gets bad. Bad for me, that is.
It's happened when you aren't even anywhere around, honey. One of them was the live streaming on my way back from Heber City. Or
Heber
something
City?
like that. Not Heber City, from... Yeah, when we went down to Salt Lake. Stephen and Mindy and I did. So... I titled it something like "My daughter has my phone while I'm driving" or something like that. And it would have been in October.
I just got a message on Pogo, Caden, and I'm literally on Pokemon Go.
So those can be interesting streams to watch and rewatch. I'm not saying you want to, but yeah. Do you have any questions? If you do, go ahead and type them. We are headed to the sponsored gym again, and I will look there and try and answer any questions you may have. So, just throwing that out, because if you do, I want to make sure they get answered. One of the things I very much stress on this channel is if you have a question about the game or whatever, chances are someone else has the very same question. And in general, now I won't say period, there are stupid questions, but in general, a question is not stupid unless it's not asked. Obviously, there's a point, there is that you can cross the line with that, but if I feel a question is not appropriate, I obviously won't answer it, and I may just say I choose not. If I don't know the answer, I will try to find it out. I am still trying to find out the answer to what the runes at the bottom of the Azkaban plaques mean, because they vary. There's one for the one that was released in the Brilliant event, but Malfoy's plaque says something different, and I believe Sirius's plaque says something different. So it would be interesting, even if they're just dates or whatever, to know what those runes say or stand for, or whatever. To have some, it could help us answer some of the questions in Wizards Unite if we could figure that out. I don't have the time to literally try and break down
in place in this gym, Caden, as we're going past,
and try and figure it out. I actually have 2 different YouTube channels I keep going, and right now I'm not, plus the Rumble channel and a bunch of other social media, and I'm not getting...
Really, Dad?
I'm sorry, Caden. I just grabbed the closest one I could get. Do we need to circle back around?
I didn't get in.
Okay, I'll
circle
turn
back around.
Or I'll circle
I placed
around.
one Caden was going after.
Anyway, the only one that right now I'm actually getting income from is the Rumble channels. And I do have also an app that I would like to get created that I'm trying to figure out how to go about, or trying to get the money to be able to do that. So, and that's, as of right now, I do not have... the only income coming into our house is my husband's, so we don't have a lot of money that way either. So I'm trying to get my health back up, and when I can, bring in what money I can and possibly find a job. So I have a lot of demands on my time. This, my husband insists is an important thing for me to do every day, because he's noticed a difference in my stress levels, things like that. Even with all this going on, just being able to stream daily and to talk to you guys significantly helps me. At least that's what, or I'm going to let him answer if I understand that right. If he's even listening to me. I don't think he is. Did you hear what I said?
I did. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay. So I didn't understand it right.
Y'all have anything else to add?
Okay. So did I understand?
So I didn't say anything. I didn't say, if you would have said it wrong, I would have corrected you.
Okay. So I did understand it right.
You get placed, Caden.
Okay. So it helps a lot with that. I think he said, and I'm not positive, but that I not just lower stress, but I'm happier. I don't get angry as easily. A few things like that obviously benefit the whole family. So, there is that. Part of the reason we turned the way we did is because of the turning restrictions on these roads.
I hate this road.
Yeah, but headed to this fortress, this is about the only way. And then you do get nice people like the one that just let us in. So there's a whole line down the road. So the fact that we could get out was really nice.
What?
Their light on their truck.
I have no clue. I didn't
They
even
blinked
see.
their lights.
Yeah.
And I believe they blinked their lights to say, go ahead and come. Plus, they stayed back to also show that, Caden. Really blinking your lights like that, if you're trying to turn to merge back into a lane, means it's clear. But I could see them using that as a way to say it's clear, if that makes sense. Clear to turn. Let's see. He's still coming in Wizard tonight, so we're going to wait a little bit. I don't think I'm going to max out this brilliant event, but we will see. Oh, and for anyone curious,
Tower Chamber 1.
Rukia does have a YouTube channel, so you might go check that out And
my phone froze.
go from there. Okay, you...
I'm in.
Okay. See if that's something you would be interested in watching is what Rukia produces. I have Rukia, I did go subscribe, so...
How long were you planning on being at this fortress?
I don't know, that's up to you.
So I did the skate part while you were sitting there.
So you're saying you're done in town and want to go home?
Well, it's up to Caden. His car puts him to sleep. He hasn't told you that. Right, Caden?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could have said, no, we want to take your van. So I take the werewolves even though I'm weak to them, because my husband prefers that. He's an Auror. So when we gauge it right... Oh, cool, I finished one.
Finished what?
One in one of my registries. If it'll let me switch over. So I can place it. Just need 40 more of the scathing snack box and I can go to gold there.
Are we going in again?
It's up to you.
One more time.
Okay.
Tower Chamber 4.
Oh, one thing I figured out today. If you're looking for Hermione, go in at least Tower Chamber 1 and Tower Chamber 2 are ones that you should be able to find Hermione in. I know in the ruins chambers you get a lot of memos. So if you need Hermione for this, that's where you can look for her. I am not sure if she's going to show up in the higher tower chambers. And the reason for anyone who hasn't seen before, the reason once I have everything caught for the event that I do not keep using the rune stones is, and I go to other stuff, is because then I can save those rune stones to go up in the dark levels when I decide to try a dark level I can get... I've beat everyone but Dark 4 and 5 by myself. Dark 3 was a push, but Dark 4 is red, so obviously Dark 3 would be a push. And it did require a bunch of potions. And so I got to get my potion count back up before I can go in again. Because they usually require at least some level of potions to be able to beat them. Even the dark one. And that obviously is with my Magizoologist. I have not used any of my books at all on my Auror. I've got all the Auror done as far as I can without using books. And that's why I was working on the Professor. Basically, when I have that many scrolls, it's worth it to me to put them on the other professions. If I can get enough restricted section books or spell books, then I may open up some of the other areas on the Auror. But I'm going to wait on that so that I have some for when the other lessons are added in. Because I'm not worried about getting scroll books. I am worried a bit more about restricted section books. Took me a long time to get all the restricted section books to open everything up. And I still need spell books to finish off the Magizoologist lesson plans. And obviously saying that, I did not take advantage of the cheat that was used to be able to get more.
Crystal necklace. Okay, I think we're done.
Okay, let me quickly check these here. Give a couple of gifts. Grab this one. No, I don't even need to go after that one.
Back on Pokemon Go, Caden.
Okay, so you're saying just through town and home?
Through town, around Little Park and home. Are you good with that, Caden? Do you want to do a raid anywhere?
If you do, I need to know.
Find a raid, we'll do it, Caden.
There's no raids I want to do anymore, Dad.
I know.
I don't care about Kobalon.
That is one thing I do like about the way Wizards Unite has things, is it's gonna take a long time before there's no use to go in a fortress to battle. Even if you battle over and over and over and over and over, which if you watch my stream, you find out I have done that a lot. So, and I'm still far from having everything. I have heard of some who are closer, but they say they're still so far from being done that they could still fight for a long time in fortresses. So, I had hoped to be able to get my bonus assignment done today, but obviously that probably won't happen. We will see if I am able to complete it on my own at my house, but it's not as likely to happen today. I will be done before the end of the event. There's no doubt in my mind there, so I'm not really stressed about it. As I said at one point, we were going to go horn serpent hunting, but the person I was going to go with had a family responsibility she had to meet, and that's obviously way more important. And so we did not go. That would have, had we done that, that would have moved me a lot farther along towards completing the bonus assignment. So, as a reminder, since we're kind of getting near the end, if you watch a stream, especially if you watch it after, you have any ideas of tags that I should put on the stream, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I obviously will be using the obvious ones, Harry Potter, Wizards Unite, a few things like that. But even like on past videos, and I will eventually I'll go through and I'll figure out, okay, when were certain events, and be sure and tag them with the brilliant event and the part 1, part 2, things like that. But if there's anything you think of that I should have in the tags, leave them in the comments of the video. Not the live stream comments are a little bit harder for me to get the tags from that you recommend, but if you leave them in the tags after it is on my channel, period, so after the stream ends, then I can grab those comments and put them in the tags, and it can help build the channel even more. So some of the other things, if I had money coming in, that I would consider doing is going to some of the YouTube creator conferences that teach you a bit more on how to grow your channel and everything. Just to see about once in a while doing a video that goes through the different foundables from the events. I have tried to get screenshots of every single brilliant event foundable that we have had that was exploration foundables, so that you caught or you fought. Which reminds me, I do need to get a screenshot of Arthur Weasley. I'm pretty sure I already have. I did get Mad Eye and Tonks, but I need to double check. So I will be doing that in the next day or two. The other thing it would help if we had income coming in, I could pay someone to do a little bit more channel art for the videos. I have someone in mind, but I would like to pay her. But if we would be able to maybe have something to where I could have that come up right at the very beginning. I am trying to figure out what to do with Copa. I have some ideas, and we'll go from there. Once I hear more, I am waiting to hear from the person I checked with. They got back to me a little bit, but they have not completely finalized. So there is that. It will still be on YouTube. I just don't know exactly how things, what to do there, because we all know that just one fine at the amount they're threatening could hurt people. So, and if so, that will also be, if my idea does work, you'll know it if you catch the first of the streams. So, in the future. But that's where I'm at right now. And hopefully from there we can keep building the channel and have things, have it be something that a lot of people enjoy. I would love to have to increase the community. And down the road, I'd love to have the need to have moderators in the channel. And for that, if I did hit that point, the moderators would be people that want to, but that are more active and that are obviously people I've gotten to know. And if you ever want to contact me, I believe my contact information is in the About page. I will try and double check and make sure that it is. And of course, always you can get a hold of me on some of my other social media pages too. So, there's that.
What?
There's an Aerodactyl on it.
We can go do Julia Budge skating.
Come on.
Julia Budge, Aerodactyl can be shiny. You and Sky can get a shiny.
Yes, I know, but we're waiting for the stupid light!
How long is on Julia Budge?
17 minutes?
We'll be through the light before 17 minutes is up.
Yeah, but it's still asleep.
I don't know how your butt falls asleep so easy.
Excuse me?
I don't either, and I have EDS. And I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying we don't know how. If that makes sense. Did it always fall asleep at school?
Maybe.
Okay. And you just didn't realize this or something? I remembered what light we were at here. And it's like, nah, I'm not going to wait for that one. Because I've been debating on which way to go anyway.
No one said anything on your stream either, so.
Okay, he hasn't said anything for
Nope.
he or she hasn't.
Not that I saw.
For a bit. Okay.
I may be blind, but I didn't
No,
think
that's
so.
fine. It's possible. So I'm debating. I know they want me to go in on this one on Pokemon Go.
It's your call.
So I'm debating. Well, no, I'm debating on if I should stop the stream or just go ahead and switch to Pokemon Go quickly. Just go in. Let me check one thing. This will answer it. 17 out of 30. I'm not going to be able to complete that on the stream tonight, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.